Hey Ashwini, hi, hello, am I audible? Confirm the audio and video once. Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Abhishek Leela Pandey, acronym is ALP. So you must be looking at the title, CAT 2025 Preparation Strategy for Beginners by ALP. So I believe all of you are beginners, probably in the second year of graduation, maybe in first year also. Uh, right. So let's make it an interactive session, and I would like to talk to you guys. Let's interact. Your questions, your queries, your problems, anything, you just have to ask me. Okay, yeah, hi, Pooja. Shoot your questions outrightly. And the agenda for today's session is how to prepare for CAT, because you have 1.5 years left, and that's the best time actually. I also believe that you must have gone through the previous video, the recorded one, where I recorded a video on CAT 2025 preparation basics. But today it will be live so that. Okay, am I not loud enough? Okay, Neetu, now it's fine. So today this will be live session on similar patterns, but today we'll be also discussing about section-wise strategy for entire CAT exam. So tell me everyone, how many of you are from first year, how many of you are from second year, and how many of you have already taken CAT? So there will be three types of people over here: first years, second year, and those who have already written CAT already. Of course, Shivam, it is possible. Great, Kashvi. So, okay. So, we'll be discussing everything. Today, there'll be six main topics on which I'll be discussing. First is what is CAT exam. Second, right time to start preparation for CAT 2025. Third will be syllabus of CAT exam and important dates, important topics to prepare for CAT. How much should I score to get 99 percentile, and right timeline to crack CAT 2025 exam. The exam date is 30th November 2025. It normally happens every year on the last Sunday of November. Okay, cool. Not able to hear? Try to refresh the page. I think now my voice is pretty much clear to everyone. Gap year, okay, we'll discuss that as well. So let's start with agenda, and then in between I'll be discussing the questions also. CAT is common admission test. Common, we call it common because it is common to more than 1200 B schools across India. And CAT is conducted by top IIMs on a rotational basis. So this year it's IIM Calcutta. Before that was IIM Lucknow. So as you can see, it keeps on rotating. And every IIM have their own kind of prejudices, and voice is a little low. Just a minute. Okay. So it keeps on changing, and every IIM have their own prejudices, their own way to conduct an exam. And like last year, quant section became very difficult. It was done by IIM Lucknow. So they're infamous for that. It keeps on changing everywhere. And voice not clear. Just a minute. Hold on. Now I think it's fine, the voice. All right, because I have maximized the volume already. Anyways, now coming to the institutes that accept CAT scores, 21 IIMs we have. I think you know about that. FMS, Faculty of Management Studies, that is in Delhi University. In DU, there are a lot of colleges. So FMS is for MBA. MDI, it's in Gurgaon, Management Development Institute. SP Jain, Institute of Management Research, and 1200 other B schools. Overall, if you look at the package, so the top B schools offer a package which is more than 30 plus lakhs per annum, and that's huge, right? Isn't it? All of us want to be there, isn't it? Average packages for top 20 B schools with 28 plus lakhs per annum, top 30, 23 plus lakhs per annum. and top 50 B schools will be 18 plus lakhs per annum. So how many of you want to be there in this range within 2 years? How is the voice now? I have changed the microphone. I believe it'll be better now. For sure, yeah. Great. Okay, so let us deep dive further into all the details of CAT and other B schools. The second will be CAT exam pattern. There are 3 sections. Sound will be fine now, Saptarshi. There will be 3 sections. And there are quantitative ability, that is mathematics, I would say. It's maths only. Verbal ability, reading comprehension, that is English language. Logical reasoning and data interpretation. By the way, the order in which sections appear, first is VARC, second is LRDI, and third is QA. So VARC stands for verbal ability and reading comprehension. Second, LRDI stands for logical reasoning and data interpretation. Third is QA, that is quantitative ability. Okay, in these sections, in VARC we have 24 questions. We're done in 40 minutes. I'll deep dive into type of questions and the subsections also. And then LRDI, we have 20 questions only to be done again in 40 minutes. And in Quant, we have 22 questions to be done in 40 minutes. CAT is a computer-based test, CBT, computer-based test. What happens here, you cannot change the order of the sections. That is, it will always be like this only, VARC, LRDI, and QA. And also, you cannot skip over the sections. Do you understand that? So let's say you start with a section, VARC. You'll have to wait for 40 minutes so that new section appears. You cannot switch in between. You switch between the questions, of course. Hi, Saurabh. So let's say you are solving the first question and don't know the answer. So you can just skip to the second question, but you cannot skip across the sections. Is that clear? आपको VARC पूरा करने के बाद ही LRDI करने का मौका मिलेगा 40 minutes होने के बाद. Okay, so 40 minutes are over, automatically section jumps. I hope that's clear. It's 2 hours in total, 40 minutes each. And also, the questions, the answers are in 2 forms. Okay, Kashvi, exactly. Sectional limit is there, 40 minutes each. And questions can be of MCQ, that is multiple choice questions, and theta. Now, MCQ is something which all of you understand. There will be a question and 4 options, and you will have to mark one of them. Theta is type in the answer. So you will be getting a box. In that box, you have to fill your answer. That normally happens with quant section. Okay. So, and also there's one thing which you need to understand. If, for example, yeah, Dibanshu, 40 minutes each for a section. So, for example, your answer is 25. You can write 25 in the theta, but in the questions where answers can be something like this, 33.33. Now, what is this? This is 33.33333, so on, recurring. If a question has this kind of answer, it won't be coming under theta because some people write 33.34 in place of 33.33 and that will be marked wrong. So, जब भी आंसर इंटीग्रल होगा वैसे केस में ही थीटा क्वेश्चंस बनाए जाते हैं. Point number 1. Point number 2, theta questions do not have a negative marking. Kashvi just asked that. They do not have negative marking. Normally 20% of questions are theta, okay, and 80% are MCQ. Got it? Okay, perfect. And that's very important. So I always tell my students to attempt all theta questions. Negative marking to hai hi nahi, hai na? Okay, now coming to the next slide, important dates. Notification releases in the 4th week of July. Normally, this is more or less 1 or 2 weeks or 1 or 2 days gap. Application process starts in the 1st week of August. Last day to fill the form is 2nd week of September. To submit the application fee is same 2nd week of September. Admit card releases on 4th week of October. Exam date will be 30th November. That is tentative, that's why it's in red. And result will be in the 1st week of January. The date is not fixed, but it is 1st week normally. All right. Yeah, Nikhil, of course, I'll also be teaching. There are a lot of teachers. I'll come to that also, the faculty members. Coming to the next part, of today's presentation, CAT eligibility. For general OBC candidates to appear for CAT, you need 50% marks, and for SC, ST, PWD, you need 45% marks. Final year candidates can also write the exam. I'll tell you why. See, the exam, let's say you're in second year right now, and in 25 you'll be in third year. So the month of November, you will be in your pre-final semester, and November में exam होगा, January में result आएगा, then you will get calls from different B schools, then there will be group discussion, personal interview, writing ability test, depending on the B schools that you apply for. So by the month of April, you will start getting final offer letters, and your graduation gets over normally by the month of May, and in the month of June, you'll have to join the B school. So those who are in final year are also eligible, and I would suggest that is the best way to avoid any kind of gap year. Okay. Divyanshu, considers commerce and background students or maths is not so good, English is okay, okay. All right, yeah, sure. We have prepared modules for them as well. I'll come to that. Candidates with professional qualifications such as CA, CS, ICWA can also appear. 10th or 12th scores do not affect the CAT eligibility. This is very important. It does not affect the CAT eligibility. 12th में आपके marks 50% से कम भी हैं तो आप exam दे सकते हो. बाद में different B schools have different criteria, but for the writing the exam, this is sufficient. All right. Now coming to next part. Syllabus. So first section is VRC, as I told you already. In VRC, there are two subsections. One is reading comprehension. आप सब ने अपने बचपन में unseen passages देखे होंगे, हाँ या ना? We call them unseen passages, right? We call them unseen because we have not seen them earlier. So there's a passage. This passage can be taken from different sources. It can be a blog, it can be a book, it can be a news editorial. There are some sources of reading for some very famous blogs like Eon Essays. Eon Essays. Eon is a, you can check it out after the class. Eon Essays, in which there are essays from different society, politics, philosophy, psychology, etc. It can be Smithsonian, that's also a blog. Medium.com, National Geographic, any research article, any journal. So from that, they will take a passage which will be around 450 to 550 words, and based on that passage, there will be 4 questions. Questions can be of different types. And also, the passage can be from different genre. It can be based on science and tech, business and economics, art, society and culture, history and politics, philosophy and psychology, and it can be mixed also. So let's say you are an engineer, you don't know much about art, society and culture, you will feel, अरे मैं कैसे करूँगा, मुझे तो art, society आता ही नहीं है ना? And people who are from, let's say, commerce background, and they do not know anything about science and technology, they will feel, अरे ये तो हमारा धोखा हो गया, हमें तो पता ही नहीं था. Thing is, CAT is not looking for scientists or mathematicians or physicists or industrialists or artists or social scientists. CAT is looking for managers, and managers are the people who know something about everything. All right. So if there is an article on specific genre and you do not have much interest in that genre, but still you can read the passage and get the data out of it and solve the question, that's what CAT is looking for. So it doesn't really depend much on the kind of genre that is there. It just depends how you read it, how you interpret, or how you comprehend things that you have read. So for that, we have planned different kind of strategies to read the essay properly and to answer it properly. We'll come to that also. I'll deep dive into each and every aspect, don't worry. Second subsection is verbal ability. In verbal ability, there are 4 topics. Para summary. So you'll be given a paragraph which will be of around 100 to 200 words. Not 200, 100 to 150 words. And there will be 4 options given to you. Which one should be the best summary? That is what you have to mark. While choosing the best summary, you have to keep in mind the key ideas, the flow of the passage, all these things. So the option which will cover each and every idea and the flow of the passage will be the best para summary, right? So if you look at the questions, you'll probably get it. Para completion. So it happens that there is a huge paragraph in which 4 blanks are there. Okay, you read the paragraph, and in that blank you have to fill a sentence. That sentence will be given in the question itself. You'll have to analyze the entire thing and you fit in, okay, this statement can fit in blank 1, blank 2, blank 3 or blank 4. So this is para completion, para jumbles, in which there are 4 sentences. They are jumbled up ऊपर नीचे कर देंगे, बोलेंगे ठीक है इसका एग्जैक्ट इसका फ्लो क्या होना चाहिए. So let's say there are 1 2 3 4 sentences. You have to analyze that 2 comes first, so it can be 2 3 4 1. So basically if we have 4 sentences, उनको आगे पीछे लोगों ने कर दिया, बोले ठीक है इसे सही करो, नया एक अच्छा पैराग्राफ बनाओ. That is what parajumble essentially means. And these things, parajumbles or odd one out, in which there will be 5 sentences, out of which one will be not making the paragraph. So in दोनों का तरीका, strategy is almost same, and you can actually create a paragraph by looking at different words, it can be tenses, parts of speech, transition words, etc. So this is everything that we have over there. Now weightage. RCs, we have 16 questions in 4 sets of 4 passages will be there with 4 questions each, and there will be 16 questions in totality. Para summary, para jumbles, odd one out. So out of these 4 subsections, you'll be having 8 questions, 3 3 2 or 2 2 4, something like that. It depends, on year to year. I hope that is clear, right? Any doubt in VARC yet? The syllabus and the weightage? Anyone? I hope no. Tita, Shivam, I think I told you. Type in the answer. Okay, coming to the next one, that is LRDI, syllabus and weightage. DI is data interpretation. LR is logical reasoning. Manu, I'll come to your query. Save it for future. So, data interpretation. Now, data can be represented in different ways. Divyanshu, you said no for what? Come with the query again. So, data का representation कई तरीके से हो सकता है, right? It can be Mukala, Akhila, I think I told you a few. Eon is one. Start reading Eon. Start with Eon, and also I will give you suggested reading list. I'll suggest a novel with which you should start. Okay, Akhila. Well, LRDI. So data can be represented in different forms. It can be a pie chart. You know what is pie chart? What is pie? Apple pie, chocolate pie. It is a circular thing in which there are sectors. इसमें data लिखा होगा, and depending on that you will have to answer the questions. So all DI questions are essentially interpretation. It's just the subsections are basically dependent on what kind of data representation are we using. It can be a table, line chart, bar chart, pie chart, spider webs, stack diagram, histograms, column graphs, etc. There are n number of things. And one is quant-based DI. When we say quant-based DI, that means it will be majorly mathematical, a lot of calculations will be there. So quant-based DI is calculation intensive, and for that, CAT also gives you an option to use on-screen calculator. Calculator पे click करोगे वो खुलेगा, you can solve it and write in the answer. So in CAT we have on-screen calculator. In other management exams we don't have that. Logical reasoning. There are many topics. Cubes, linear arrangements. So cubes देखिए आप लोगों ने. Rubik's cube you must have seen. So in a cube, if you cut it, in different ways, then how many cubes will be formed? If you paint the cubes, then you cut it, then how many painted cubes will be there? How many unpainted cubes will be there? That is what is given us in cubes. Linear arrangements or circular arrangements. So people, when we ask people to sit in a straight line, that is linear arrangement. For circular, it will be sitting around a circular table, and conditions will be given to you. कि रवि प्रकाश के बगल में नहीं बैठ सकता. दिव्यांशु नीतू से चिढ़ता है. Okay, उसका कभी नहीं बैठ पाएगा. So all these conditions, depending on those conditions, we have to arrange people, and that is how we will be solving the set. Venn diagrams, it is about sets. So कोई बोलेगा ठीक है, एक कॉलेज के अंदर 3 तरह के लोग थे, कुछ हॉकी खेलते हैं, कुछ फुटबॉल खेलते हैं, कुछ क्रिकेट खेलते हैं, right? And yeah, Keshvi, it's the easiest topic. So अब इतने लोग ऐसे हैं दोनों खेल रहे हैं, कुछ ऐसे हैं जो कुछ भी नहीं खेल रहे हैं. So depending on that, we have to make Venn diagrams. This is Venn diagram. This is how it looks like. So one circle represents one set. For example, in my example, this is cricket, this is football, and this one is hockey. So this space will be the one in which all people play all the games. This will be the space in people play cricket and football, but not hockey. So based on this, there can be different types of sets. Distribution and selection. Again, there will be some conditions given to you, and based on those conditions, you have to distribute things or sometimes select things also. Binary logic. दुनिया में 3 तरह के लोग होते हैं. People who always speak truth, people who always speak false, and people who alternate between true and false. एक बार सच बोलेगा, एक झूठ बोलेगा, फिर सच, फिर झूठ. So depending on what you ask them, ठीक है, what you ask them, depending on their answer, you'll have to solve that what statement is exactly correct. That is binary logic. Games and tournaments. So you must be watching IPL, you must have watched World Cup, FIFA, tennis. So there are two kinds of games. One is knockout, in which one who loses doesn't play the next match. Then we have Robin round, in which all the teams play against each other, and depending on their wins, loss, or draws, they are given different marks. Okay. All right. Nisha, you are writing how IANIS. I did not get the. I don't understand. Please type the query. Rephrase your query. Network flow diagrams. ये example देखो. यहाँ पे network flow का ही question है. I was teaching in some class. So यहाँ P से कुछ पानी आगे गया A तक, A से B तक जाएगा, A से C पे नहीं जा पाएगा. So in depending on the flows, that where things can, where any information can go or pass, depending on that we have to solve different questions. Okay. Nisha, how can I cover a quant from basics to advanced level, and from where can anyone suggest please? Yeah, Nisha, of course. आज हम वही बात करने वाले हैं. Kashfi, most asked topic, ऐसा LRDI में ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. They can ask anything. Nobody knows. In quant, there are topics which are most asked, like arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. Preeti, no. There's no negative marking in theta. No. All right. So you can expect 4 to 5 LRDI mixed sets in CAT out of these topics. Mixed sets. All right. Now, most important topics. I think Nisha asked that only, right? No, Keshvi asked that. Arithmetic, you can expect 8 to 9 questions. In algebra, 7 to 8 questions. In geometry, 5 to 6 questions. In numbers, series, miscellaneous, you can expect the remaining questions. So most important are arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. A lot of people who become expert only these 3 topics also get above 99 percentile. All right? Well, let's have a look at this table. There's a comparative analysis of CAT 22 at CAT 23. So, first of all, let's look at CAT 22. The people who scored overall 103 marks. By the way, how many marks do we have? Maximum 66 questions are there. Multiplied by 3 is 198. A person cannot get more than 198. Now look at this. 103 is almost half. Is almost half. Chaitanya, last batch, it's starting. It's starting in the 3rd week of July, and the pre-classes have already started. You can just contact on the support and they will guide you. Okay. So now listen to me carefully. 103 marks overall can fetch you 99.5 percentile overall. Okay. But in verbal it was 45, in LRD 32, quant is 48. Now if I add all of it, what do I get? 48 plus 32 is 80 plus 148, 125 marks दिखा रहा है यहाँ पे तो. Sum of these 3 is 125, but here it says 103. Why that happens? Any idea? The thing is, these are individual sectional scores to obtain 99.5 percentile in each section wise. Overall it's 103. The problem is, there are some people जिनका 99.5% overall आ गया. ठीक है? Overall they got 99.5 percentile, but still they did not get call from any IIM. कौन बताएगा ऐसा क्यों हुआ होगा? ऐसा क्यों हुआ होगा? ऐसा इसलिए हुआ होगा क्योंकि उस इंसान ने कोई एक सेक्शन का कट ऑफ क्लियर नहीं किया होगा. Do you understand that? So it's very important to pay equal attention to all the sections. Is that clear? Understood, everyone? Right? That's very important. I hope you got it. Nisha, how much time it takes to complete a whole arithmetic via part, and how? Nisha, you will be writing CAT in 25, right? I'll tell you the entire timeline. Sectional cutoff is the reason. I have seen that. And you know why that happens? I've seen a lot of engineers, they are good in mathematical part, DI, LR, quant, but they somehow, score bad in VRC. I have seen some people who are from humanities background, they're great in VRC, but maths भूल गए हैं. तो इन लोग के लिए भी I have, developed something. I'll come to that. Now, look at 23. In 23, at 84 marks, you got 905 percentile. Verbal, यहाँ 45 था, यहाँ 44 है. LRD 32, 30. Quant, यहाँ 40 to 28 है. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? That means the quant became very difficult. Understood, everyone? See, overall marks was less. Verbal LRDI is almost same. In quant, it's 20 marks difference for getting 905 percentile. So, I am Lucknow made quant difficult. Read to billions, they matter in CAT. I'll come to that also. Is that clear? Now, I wanted you to understand this comparative analysis. So, we have to be ready for all sorts of difficulty levels. Paper difficult आ जाए, आसान आ जाए, normal आ जाए, बहुत difficult आ जाए. We have to be prepared for each and every kind of difficulty level. All right. Question marks matter in CAT. I'll come to that. Road to billions. Amrapali, it's starting in the 3rd week of July. You can just contact on the support and they will guide you thoroughly. Okay. All right. What all things iQuanta does, you need to understand. Before that, I'll tell you how to start preparation. Now comes the main agenda of the session, how to start. Let's come to VARC basics. VARC. So, in VARC, you need to start, first thing that you should, a habit that you should imbibe in your mind is reading. How many of you love reading? Tell me in the comments, love reading. And those who hate reading, right, hate reading. And those who are neutral about it, just write neutral. Okay, so tell me. But reading is the prerequisite. The first important point is reading. Now read what? Read what? पढ़ना क्या है हमें? मैसेज पढ़ने हैं व्हाट्सएप पे क्या? बॉयफ्रेंड गर्लफ्रेंड के? या हमें रील्स मीम्स पढ़ने हैं? What exactly we have to read, that is very important, isn't it? Kashvi, safe score. Safe score. See, this is the comparative analysis, that is safe score. In all the sections, try to aim around 40%. Then you will be getting through all the IMs. So, reading should be done. First thing is editorials. From what kind of papers? The Hindu, very important. Business magazines or business newspapers, for example, Business Standard, Financial Times, etc. Editorials यहाँ से पढ़ना चाहिए आपको. Second, some essays. The source of essays are Eon. Just note these things down, okay? And you have to check it afterwards. Right? Eon essays. Then we have Smithsonian. Medium.com. National Geographic. यहाँ से essays पढ़ने हैं. And by the way, let's say you don't get much time to read all of this, then we have also prepared a reading list with 250 articles. We have RC 250 in which you can go through a lot of reading stuff. And also, because this is for people जो मैं लिखने जा रहा हूँ अभी, the people who will be writing CAT in 2025. जो इस साल देने वाले हैं वो ये वाला काम मत करना. कौन सा? Reading books. Okay, so every month I'm starting a reading club actually, and every month I'll be suggesting you a book. You will be reading that book, and in the end of the month we'll discuss the summary and different things about that book. And I'll also have RC passages based on those books in the regular classes. Okay, is that clear? So books, starting with 2025 के लिए कर रहे हो तो लिख लो. First is Animal Farm. Start with this. Animal Farm, this book. Then read Who Moved My Cheese. Read this book. Then read Power of Subconscious Mind. and The Alchemist. Start with these books. Animal Farm and Alchemist is fiction, and rest two are non-fiction. Okay. Note kar liya. So the first thing is reading. You have to do it. I'm waiting. I hope you have noted it down or taken the screenshot. Now coming to the next important thing for VRC basics, vocabulary. How to improve the vocabulary? So vocabulary is somehow an outcome of the first step, that is reading. So when you read something, you automatically get some words which you don't know about, isn't it? It will be there. So make a list of words that you go through and keep on adding it to your vocab base and also try to use those words in your daily communication. Or also making new sentences. That's very important. By the way, I have also prepared a list of words which I'll be giving you in Engineers VRC module. I'll be showing that. Divyanshu, well done if you read 2 books. So list of words has to be prepared. It's very important. Why? Because see, CAT will never ask you meaning of a word. It never does. But CAT asks you questions on contextual vocabulary. You know what is contextual vocabulary? So a word can have different meanings depending on the context where it is used. So if the context is something, and so if I say he walked, क्या मतलब इस बात का? वो चल रहा था, ठीक है. Walk के आगे out लिखा है. He walked out, he walked away, he walked in, he walked up. So there are different contexts of walking only. I hope you get it, right? So contextual vocabulary questions are asked in CAT sometimes. Not very simple, but some complex questions can be asked. That is second thing. Third, go through grammar. This is for 25 people, not 24. Go through grammar once. Which parts of grammar? Tenses. Tenses, it's very important. Adverbs, prepositions, and conjunctions. Okay? So आज से ही जो लोग serious हैं, CAT देना है अगले साल और क्रैक करना है, वो ये चीज़ें करना शुरू कर दो. This will not take you more than a week, all of it, right? These 3 things are very important for building up VRC basics. Is that clear? Now coming to LRDI basics. LRDI, you have to start thinking logically. How to do that? How should we do that? First, solving puzzles. Now you'll ask from where? What kind of puzzles? I'll suggest you 2 books. Start doing it from that. First, Puzzles to Puzzle You. That's the book by Shakuntala Devi. I hope you have heard her name. Shakuntala Devi. Start solving puzzles. जब भी मौका मिले, टाइम मिले, एक पजल निकाला, सॉल्व कर लिया. Okay. You can do that, right? And there is a book of puzzles. You guys can do one thing. You can just, join our CAT preparation by iQuanta. That's a book. That's a group on Facebook. Join it. It says CAT preparation by iQuanta. In that group, I will upload these 2 books. Is that clear, everyone? Say yes in the comments. I hope it's clear. Right? Puzzle. Second is start solving Sudokus. There's an app on Play Store for Sudokus. Start with easy level, then go to intermediate, and then go to advanced level. Do that. In between, if you get time, you also start playing chess. But इतना मत करना है सब कि मेन पढ़ाई करना ही छोड़ दो, ठीक है? ऐसा नहीं करना है. ये जब रील्स देखते हो, जब व्हाट्सएप चैटिंग करते हो, उस टाइम पे you can do these things. All right, this has to be done. And for DI basics, you need to learn a table in which we understand how to convert fractions to percentages and vice versa. Now, what does that mean? That means 1 by 1 is 100%, right? 1 by 2 is 50%. So I need you to remember all these things till 1 by 20. 1 by 1 से 1 by 20 तक को याद कर लो. That is for DI basics. All right? Is that clear, everyone? Cool enough? Coming to quant basics. First, I have uploaded some videos on YouTube channel itself of iQuanta for Vedic mathematics and speed calculations. Just go there and you can watch them. Do that for sure. Still, I'll try to have one more session for you guys, but in the meantime, you can do that, okay? And if you want the link to those sessions, so I will arrange something, some kind of place where we can meet, probably maybe a WhatsApp group or maybe on that CAT preparation group where I will upload the links to these sessions and also the books. Is that right? Okay, I hope that will be helpful. Kashvi, well done if you have learned that already. Okay, that is important. Second is that is for the paid students if want to take the admission. There is a thing called that we have made, it is known as non-engineers quant. That's a module in which we have tried to cover 6th to 10th standard books based on NCERT syllabus, because in CAT they don't ask mathematics which is above standard 10th level. Okay, this will be very important. This is for the people who have taken admission already in iQuanta. Okay, so these two things will build up your basics, and after that you can of course start preparing. So these are for quant basics. Is that clear? कई लोग ऐसे हैं ना जिन्होंने बहुत टाइम से मैथ्स पढ़ी ही नहीं है, इन ग्रेजुएशन मैथ्स नहीं थी, कुछ लोग के 10th के बाद ही मैथ्स खत्म हो गई थी. कैसे, कितने लोग इतने यहाँ पे who quit mathematics after class 10th or after class 12th? I think there might be many. Nisha, of course, I'll be sharing English books also. Let's join over there. Okay, let's do one thing in CAT preparation group. When you join, how would I know that you are the people whom, who met me in this session? When you join, just do one thing. एक हैशटैग लगाना वहाँ जाने के बाद, ठीक है? एक हैशटैग लगाना और वहाँ पे लिख देना ASKALP, ask ALP, ask पूछना, ALP मतलब मेरा नाम, ये करना. So I will start a thread on that group. वहाँ पे hashtag ask ALP से, so you can just type hashtag ask ALP and there you will find everything. Is that clear, everyone? Understood? यशस्वी, PNC is part of modern mathematics. शुरुआत में नहीं करना. ये मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? They are basics. ये basics clear करो, वो तो हम पढ़ाएंगे ही PNC afterwards. So tell me, is that clear, everyone? Session is over. उसके बाद 15 मिनट के अंदर I will upload that and all of you can just type this and you can clear that out. Yashasvi, they don't ask difficult questions of PNC. They'll hardly ask one or two. Share FB link, of course. So anyone from support team who is watching this video, please share the link to Facebook group. Everyone, please join that. Okay, this is non-engineers quant I was talking about. Read this once. All right. Yashasvi, PNC is difficult, no doubt about it, but they will hardly ask any questions, and the kind of questions that they ask are not that difficult. Nisha, of course, WhatsApp, Facebook or Instagram ki nahi. Nisha, Facebook is very important, you know, our ecosystem depends on that. I'll also try to have it on WhatsApp, but right now, join Facebook, I'll see to it. Okay, someone just tag that group's link, people can join it. Anyways, coming to this, so I told you already, people of weekend quants, they can refer to this 10th NCERT alignment CAT syllabus. So we have done that. This is Mr. Kamal Lohia. He's a quant trainer, so he has made those videos. All right. Second is Engineers VAR, that is me. You can see me over there. Engineers VARC is the ultimate solution for students who are weak in CAT VARC. So people who feel that English is not their cup of tea. Someone asked me here, no, the quant theek hai, English okay hai. For them, there are three people. That is me, Mr. Vikrant Kathuria, an English guru, and Mr. Prashant Chadha. We have made a module called Engineers VARC, in which you can access all the aspects of VARC and get prepared and clear your basics. Okay? Yeah. Then, let's say you are solving things, you are reading stuff, you have some queries. Okay? You have some queries. That's the group which you can join for the Kashfi, for the package. Someone from the support team, please give the link to the batch. So you can just go to the website and you will get the package over there. From support team, please do that. Anyways, coming to this. 24/7 doubt solving iQuanta. So let's say you have some doubt, okay, and it can be any kind of doubt. ठीक है, personal doubt नहीं पूछना है कि मेरा heart break हो गया है, मैं क्या करूँ? No, not that. But any kind of academic doubt you have, mathematics, DILR, VRs, you can just ask it over there. Your college related queries, your CAT MBA कैसे करना है, ये सब queries को आप पूछ सकते हो, and you will get the instant resolution. It works 24/7 throughout the year. Okay. Well. Then we have dual pedagogy. So how are the classes conducted? There are two things. One is live conceptual classes. Other is live application classes. So in interactive here, in these classes what happens? The faculty member comes in front of you and they will be guiding you through a topic, different concepts, relevant questions, and all that stuff will be done when faculty is present in front of you. In application classes, faculty will be present, but you will not be able to see him because that will be all done via comments and videos on Facebook. And in a way, देखो होता क्या है, हम क्लास तो ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं, है ना, बहुत सारे लोग. उसके बाद हम पढ़ते हैं क्लास में, घर आके सोचते हैं होमवर्क करेंगे, भूल जाते हैं, नहीं करते, टाइम पास कर लेते हैं. That happens normally. And then you feel कि अच्छा यार एक हफ्ते बाद बहुत कुछ छूट गया, अब क्या करूँ मैं, डर लगता है. So that is why नहीं तो the Facebook group join करना है. Okay, so that is why we have come up with this application class. तो होता है क्या है कि ये सोचने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है कि तुम कब रिवीजन करोगे. 7 to 9 PM पे क्लास होगी, 10 PM to 12 midnight इसका एप्लीकेशन होगा. How is that? एंड तुम बोलोगे इतना रात क्यों? इतना रात इसलिए क्योंकि इस टाइम पे हम सब फ्री होते हैं. Whether we are students, whether we are working professionals, whatever we are, these times suits everyone. Isn't it? Right? So I hope you understand the logic behind having application classes. Now, the next is CAT, Content Relevance. It has been seen many a time that the things that we were discussing, the questions that we were doing, be it in our classes, be it in the dashboard assignments, be it in the practice sessions, or be it in the mocks, उसके बहुत सारे questions, कई बार तो word by word भी आ गए हैं, but with data, थोड़ा सा change, थोड़ा tweak data, same kind of questions have come in exam. So that is very helpful, right? Then we have these testimonials where you can see exactly people have, kind of said, yeah, वही question आ गए थे हमारे पास. ठीक है? Peer-to-peer learning. अभी क्या है? After post-lockdown, things have become, pretty virtual. अब वो नानी माँ या दादी माँ की कहानियाँ हमें कोई सुनाता नहीं है, isn't it? हम लोग दूर दूर हो गए हैं. We are living in nuclear families, isn't it? We don't talk much to people. We don't have much friends these days. The reason is simple. We don't meet people, right? It's all virtual. You don't know who is your friend, who is your enemy on Facebook, on WhatsApp. You don't really know. You always miss the touch of a human, isn't it? कितना अच्छा लगता है कोई आके आपको गले लगाता, कोई हाथ मिलाता, कोई smile करता. These things have somehow, it's a bad thing. But keeping that in mind, we have tried to make a virtual platform where everyone can meet each other and talk to them, and because all these people are like-minded. Peer-to-peer learning. This is a community, the largest community, in which people from different B schools are there, alumni are there, industry experts are there, faculty members are there, and a lot of MBA aspirants are there. There are more than 4 lakh people over there. So you can just join that community, which link has been shared to you by the support team, and enjoy being a part of culture. Isn't it beautiful that you have so many people looking after you and looking at the same thing with you? Shivanju, of course, government job, you are doing that, you can apply, of course, you can do that. Well, this is IAT Mocks. This is India's first AI-based mock. Why it is AI-based? So, hota kya hai, when you take a mock, you get the analysis in terms of टेक्सचुअल सॉल्यूशंस एंड वीडियो सॉल्यूशंस. आपने सवाल किया, आपको गलत क्यों हुआ, देख लिया वीडियो सॉल्यूशन. बट हियर दिस मोर टू इट. देयर आर वेरियस काइंड ऑफ ट्रैकर्स कि आपको कौन सा बी स्कूल चाहिए, वहाँ पे क्लिक करोगे, उसके हिसाब से आपकी परफॉर्मेंस कैसी थी और कैसी और हो सकती है. ऑल दीज थिंग्स विल बी सजेस्टेड टू यू वाया आवर AI मॉडल. You can set your goal, you can track your errors, you can track your goal, you can watch the video solutions, and this is the entire dashboard in which you will get details about overall sections, section wise, topic wise, difficulty wise, difficult questions में performance कैसा था. So you will be getting analysis based on different parameters, section wise, topic wise, question type wise, level of difficulty wise. Okay, yeah. Vaishnavi, engineering VRC is not a batch, it's a module which is given to the full batch students. People who are students, it is given to them free of cost. Okay, it's not a different batch altogether, Vaishnavi. All right, we have 35 full length mocks and 45 sectional mocks, 15 each, and this full length mocks. So overall you have close to 15 full length mocks. Then there's a community talking about, link has been shared to you, join over there, and I'll be posting all those links, and just write hashtag ASK ALP and you'll get it. So how these things are happening? Live classes, application classes, और end में एक आएगा आपका crash course. So syllabus covered thrice. Once in start, it'll be over by May 2025. Concepts and application sessions. I am ABC batch. This is an extra module which people can take if they want to, in which there are 7,500 questions in case you want more practice questions. Crash course starts in the month of September. 2 महीने rigorous revision होता है इसके अंदर. So there are 500 plus hours of live stream sessions, 150 plus live application classes, 1500 plus recorded videos, practice sessions, 20% doubt solving, mocks. I am ABC batch. I am ABC batch में जो sets हैं 500 RC sets, 500 LRDA sets, 2,500 quant questions. इसके दो parts हैं. One is dynamic in which things will be given to you on daily basis. One is static. So half इसका जो है वो आपके डैशबोर्ड पे रहेगा, जब चाहे तब कर लो, और half आपको डायनामिक तरीके से ग्रुप में कराया जाएगा. Okay, so now let us start with now. The moment you enroll, you will get engineers VARC and non-engineer quant, so that you brush up your basics of VARC and also quant. So you can revise everything and you get a head start for preparation of CAT. अब तुम काफ़ी इतना करते ही you will be ready for preparing for CAT. From July, we'll start the basic classes with 4 hours of weekend classes every week. Okay? Yeah, okay, that is right. In quant, we have 200 plus hours of live sessions. So in LRDI, in VRC 150 plus, because VRC का syllabus छोटा है. 1000 plus recorded videos, यहाँ 250, यहाँ 250. Again, quant का syllabus highest, सबसे बड़ा है, so there are more videos over there. 40 plus class assignments, यहाँ 30 plus, यहाँ 30 plus. Practice questions 1500 plus, here 300 plus, here we have 300 plus. So doubt clarification will always be there. CAT mocks in July next year will be starting the I am ABC batch, in which if you need more questions to solve, you can take this as an add-on. Then comes July I am ABC batch, which I talked earlier also. 50% will be static, 50% is dynamic. Dynamic कैसे होगा? 3 RC sets every day, 3 LRDA sets every day, 12 QA questions every day. जो बाकी बचा है वो self paced होगा, वो आप डैशबोर्ड पे खुद ही जाके you can solve it. Okay. October is crash course in which we'll be having 80 plus sessions of quant, LRDA and VRC, inclusive shortcuts and past CAT practice. So this is how your syllabus will be done thrice: live class, application class and crash course. 3 बार तो syllabus revise हो गया. सोचो इस बात को. इतने सारे डैशबोर्ड असाइनमेंट्स हो गए, AI बेस्ड मॉक्स हो गए, 24/7 डाउट सॉल्विंग में पीयर टू पीयर लर्निंग. सो बेसिकली इस 1.5 साल तक आपकी ज़िंदगी का सबसे महत्वपूर्ण और अहम हिस्सा ये कैट की जर्नी बनने वाली है. Right, and it's I would say CAT is test of life. So if you prepare for CAT, you automatically prepare for life, because a person should be good in calculations, logic, language, walking, talking, communication, dressing up, right? All of it is tested in CAT. So CAT का exam का तो हो गया, that is written part, where quant, LRDA, VRC is there. That second part is selection stage, in which different B schools have 3 kind of things: group discussion, personal interview, and the third one is writing ability test. IIMs में group discussion होना बंद हो चुका है, but कुछ अलग colleges में होता है. So last year we got 200 plus 99 percentilers 500 plus 97 percentilers, and 750 plus 95 percentilers. उसके और overall this is what we have. So as you can see 200 plus या 700 plus है, so it is like 28%. So 28% of entire result came last year. That means every year our results are growing exponentially. All right. So there are few testimonials, but I would like to tell that apart from the CAT written part, the next stage, that is GD, PI and VAT, these classes will start in the month of January once you have, in the month of December actually, once you have written CAT in November, from December we'll start with GDPI. तो सिर्फ उतना ही नहीं है, उसके बाद ये वाला support भी है, GDPI and VAT. So depending on different colleges, we have different kind of questions. Depending on what you are, let's say you're an engineer, you will be having different kind of PI questions. अगर आप finance graduate हो या commerce graduate हो, you will be having different kind of questions. So there will be n number of personal interview mock rounds. आपके सामने faculty, normally मैं ही आऊँगा, and I'll ask you personal interview questions. And VAT is writing ability. You'll be given a topic, an argumentative topic on which you'll be writing an essay. This is for all the IIMs, and for IIM Ahmedabad specifically we have AWT. IIM Ahmedabad. ये WAT नहीं, ये AWT कराता है. अंतर क्या है? AWT is analytical writing test. Analytical writing test. VAT is writing ability test. Is that clear? So here they check more of your writing ability. Here they'll check more of your analytical writing. So there will be case study given to you, and based on that there will be problem कि इसको solve कैसे करोगे आप being a manager. So you'll be writing an essay on that. So that all is. Now, do you agree to this point when I say CAT is the test of life? If you prepare for CAT, you automatically prepare for life. Yes or no? Because you learn all the skills required to lead a successful and happy and prosperous life. Yes or no? So here I like to end the session. In case you have some queries or doubts, you can ask here. Also, if you have more queries in future, let's say 1 घंटे 2 घंटे बाद कुछ और पूछना है आपको, then that Facebook group you just have to tag #AskAlp and write your query. I'll give the answers. So join hands, okay, and try to be motivated enough for next 1.5 years, because that is what is going to change your entire life, you know, and you will always feel that is the right time, that is thought something which was right. The time was right, the place was right, and the people were right. So let's start it. And I would say, hello everyone, see you in classes. Thank you. Take care. Have a nice weekend. हाँ नहीं तो paid classes में ही, of course. So in case you have these kind of doubts, you can just call the support number, okay? Go to the website, call on support, and they will be guiding you throughout for these things. Let's crack it, yeah, road to billions. So Anjali, yes, just call these people, okay? Bye-bye everyone. Hope you enjoyed the session. You guys are a wonderful audience. Keep the Josh always high. Bye-bye. Take care.